Hi everybody, it's Ryan back here with you again. Just came across the Mackinaw Bridge up here in northern Michigan on 75. Right across on the UP here. There's a little truck stop parked out here off of US 2. So the big thing is it's been really rough with this 13 stop cabinet load. Finished up the 12 stop. I got to go across the border up here to St. Marie tomorrow morning for that last stop there in Canada. Finally got all my paperwork sent in, thought I was going to be done, everything was good to go. I was going to sit here and relax for a while, and a little hot in here, so I was going to turn the TriPac on, and came back here, and I'll show you what we have. So, we have an engine fault. Let's turn it off, turn it back on. And there we go. As soon as you turn it on, and not even turn it on. So, I went out and tried to reset it. As you know, on the little control box that's usually underneath your sleeper cab and one of the doors down there, I know in the Kenworths, there's a reset button, so you can shut everything off. Go down there and press that in for 10 seconds. Tried that twice, didn't do anything, so I started troubleshooting and found the problem. And I'm going to take you out there and show you what it is. So, started coming down here looking at wiring, and so down here on the switch, I was looking and just happened to see this wire was corroded and broke off the back of the engine switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the other one off the back here, the power wire. I have to be really careful, and I got a wire nut. And I'm just going to wire them all together and tape it up until we get back home and put a new switch on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and be right back. Okay, so I cut the wires from the one on the bottom from the back of the switch. Then there was the two wires on top, the one that was broke off, they were together on the same terminal. So I taped those together, so we know later which ones were which, than the thicker ones by itself. So I used a wire nut, and then I taped all that up real well. I put a zip tie back in there to keep it from rubbing on the fan belt, and we're gonna go in here and give it a try and see if that, I would assume that's the problem. It's the only thing that makes sense. First we'll have to reset this, which on all these boxes there's a, for the TriPacs anyways, there's a reset button on the side of them. But mine's a big mess in here, but I know where the button is, so. Okay, so we're reset. And I left that on, so I'm probably going to have to go back there and reset it again. So no fault. I don't really need the air conditioning now. So now after I did all that, it's actually cooled off. So I usually do, I'll turn my, put my microwave on. Not usually kick it'll drop the voltage down enough to where to kick the TriPac in. Waiting, come on. Well, maybe it won't kick it on. Usually when I don't want it to come on, it comes on. Oh, there we go. So it looks like my TriPac works again, so we've saved the day once again, and that's what pays to keep a lot of tools and parts and stuff in the truck. But while I'm out here, you can kind of see Mackinaw Bridge is back there behind me, so see the pillars and all that. But when I come back across, my windshield was covered with bugs and all that, so I'm going to clean it off, and maybe tomorrow I can get some dash cam footage. It's kind of pretty cool coming across there. I've driven across the Golden Gate Bridge, but this one's a lot narrower and a little crazy out there. But yeah, so another fix there. Once I get back home, I'll put a new switch in that, put new terminals on the end and get that fixed up. But just little things like that. Somebody would take that to a dealer. It might cost you $300, $400, $500 if they even figured out where it was. So yeah, another little trick, another thing to look at if you're having the same problem. So hope it helps. If you like the videos, like us and subscribe, and keep putting more out there when I have something come up. Thanks for watching.